Vitess 20 was released today. Let's take a look at what this latest release brings. So much of this release was focused on strengthening and improving existing features, everything from query compatibility, online DDL, and more. Let's start by looking at some of the query compatibility improvements that came with this release. Much of the query compatibility updates were made to give you better control of your sharded data. To start, Vindex hints have been introduced. Vindex hints give you a way to better control the shard routing of queries by letting you suggest which Vindexes should be considered or ignored by the query planner. Keep in mind the query planner still does make the final decision on which Vindex to use, even if you use Vindex hints. Also keep in mind, if used incorrectly, this can lead to degraded performance, so make sure you read the docs and do some testing if you want to use this. Vitess 20 also came with other query compatibility updates, such as support for updates on sharded tables that use the limit clause, support for deletes that use subqueries on sharded tables, and new support for user-defined functions. So VT-Gate is now able to track any user-defined functions. You can use the flag shown here to enable this. Now, Vitess 20 also brought some updates to online DDL. Vitess can now better predict if a migration can be fulfilled using instant DDL. To enable this, make sure you pass the instant DDL flag to let Vitess know that you prefer instant DDL strategy where available. Vitess can now also be run on online DDL workflows that are still in progress. So if you haven't cut over yet, you can now run Vitess before completion. As the Vitess team continues to invest in Vitess migrations, this release also drops support for Ghost online DDL. Vitess 20 also included a release to the Vitess operator. One of the big updates here includes the ability to create and schedule automated backups. Vitess 20 also brings some new stats. VT Tablet has two new counter stats. One is query cache hits and query cache misses. As you might have guessed, these count the number of query cache hits and query cache misses. Another update to VT Admin. VT Admin now uses D3 in place of high charts. Subsequent releases will continue to improve these new D3 charts. We also got an update to vReplication. If your application uses a multi-tenant architecture, this one's for you. So if you have this multi-tenant architecture with several databases with the same schema, Vitess 20 brings support for multi-tenant imports. You can now import your multi-tenant data into a single key space. There are also some breaking changes in this release. There are some metric name changes in VT-Orc. There was a change in the type returned from VT-Gate vStream API, and lots more. So this video just barely scratches the surface of all the changes that came with Vitess 20. Make sure you check out the changelog and the release notes for all of the information before you do the upgrade. Huge shout out to the Vitess team, the Vitess maintainers, and all contributors who worked on this release. Vitess is already a reliable, battle-tested solution for scaling MySQL, and these updates just continue to make it even stronger every time. If you run Vitess or are considering running Vitess and you don't want to think about any of this, PlanetScale offers a managed Vitess platform where we do all of the MySQL and Vitess upgrades for you. So feel free to reach out if you're interested, and thank you for tuning in. Bye.